Welcome back. My name is Rahul Gangurde. I help ambitious people build profitable AI-powered digital assets fast. Today, I'm going to show you the one belief that has been keeping you trapped and hand you back the brick that breaks it. Let's go into that. Let me tell you what exactly is this brick and the window that I'm talking about. Let me tell you something that nobody in the online business space is going to say to you. You're not stuck because of your job. You're not stuck because of your mortgage, your car loan, your kids, your responsibilities. You're not stuck because AI is coming for your career. You're stuck because of a belief. One belief, a belief so normal, so widely accepted, so deeply installed into the way you think about your life, that you do not even notice it is there. Today, I'm going to name it. I'm going to show you exactly where it came from, why it is costing you, and more importantly, I'm going to hand you the brick that breaks it. Because once that belief is broken, everything changes. Not later, not after you get the promotion, not after the kids grow up, not after you figure out the perfect strategy. Now, stay with me. This video is going to be longer than most of what I put out there. But I promise you, if you are the kind of a person who feels like their life is a trap and you cannot put your finger on why, this video will be the most important thing you watch this year. And before you go anywhere with this, I need to give credit where it is absolutely due. There's a man named Taki Moore. He is a coaching business strategist, one of the sharpest minds I have ever studied. About a week ago, I watched one of his YouTube videos. I have linked it in the description below. You go watch it, the whole thing. In that video, Taki teaches a framework he calls windows and bricks. The idea is deceptively simple. In every market, everyone is looking through the same window, same beliefs, same assumptions, same promises, same offers. That is why everyone sounds the same. That is why your audience is confused. That is why your content is not converting. Not because you are bad at what you do, because you are standing on the same side of the glass as everyone else. A brick, he says, is a dangerous idea, a contrarian belief, something that shatters the window and opens a completely new way of seeing the things. I'm a student of Taki's thinking, and I will tell you this. The way this framework unlocked something in me was not just intellectual, it was personal. Because I realized something. When I watched that video, that for a past year and a half, as I was building this brand, this business, everything you see on this channel, I was looking through the wrong window. Taki, if you're watching this, thank you. You changed the way I think about what I'm building, and I hope this video does for someone else what yours did for me. Let's get back. Let me quickly explain the framework for those who have not seen Taki's video yet. And then I want to apply it to something very specific, something that is happening in your life right now. A window is a common belief, accepted way of seeing things, the things that everybody in your world assumes to be true. It is not necessarily a lie. It is just the lens that everybody is using. And when everybody is looking through the same lenses, nobody stands out, nobody sounds different, nobody gets chosen. Here are some windows that exist in the world you and I live in right now. Post consistently on social media and eventually you will grow. You need a big audience before you can make money. AI is going to take your job and there is nothing you can do about it. In order to change your life, you have to be ready first. These are windows. Everybody in your market and possibly everybody in your life is standing behind them, looking through them, living inside them. A brick is what happens when someone says, wait, that is not the full truth. Here is the better way to see it. The brick does the two things here. First, it shatters the old certainty and shows you the flaw in the belief you have been holding. Second, it builds something new, a new belief, a new path, a new way of getting the results you actually want. That is the framework. That is what Taki teaches. Now, here's where it gets personal. The window I was stuck behind had nothing to do with the content strategy or marketing or AI. It was window about my entire life. I grew up in Mumbai, working class family. My father worked hard. My mother was a housewife. The belief in my house, in my street, in my school, in every conversation I was part of growing up was this. You study, you get a degree, you get a job, you hold it. You do not rock the boat. That's what the window is. And I walked through it like everyone else. I got a master's degree in IT and systems. I built a career in cybersecurity consulting. I had a good income. I had a house in Canberra, a family I love. a life that looked from outside exactly like success. But I was miserable inside. Not dramatically miserable, not in crisis miserable, just quietly, persistently suffocating miserable. I felt like the life I was living was not mine. Like I had been handed a version of myself built from other people's expectation, and somewhere along the way, I had forgotten to ask whether I actually wanted it. And then I discovered content creation. I discovered the idea of building something online, a brand, a business, using my own knowledge to help people and create income that was not tied to somebody else's payroll. And I got excited, so I started. I posted, I made videos, I tried different platforms, different styles and different topics. And here's the thing, it felt productive. It felt like movement. It felt like I was doing something. But here's the truth, I was on a treadmill. I was making content the way most people make content. Scattered, reactive, chasing trends, copying formats, hoping something would stick, starting things, not finishing them, moving on the next idea before the last one had a chance to work. 100 starts, 0 completions. And the painful part, I did not even see it because the window I was looking through said, this is how you grow. You post, you figure it out, and as you grow, you stay consistent, eventually it rewards you. That was the lie I was living inside. And I think if you are watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you are not a content creator. Maybe you have never posted a single thing online, but you know the feeling, right? Moving but not going anywhere. Doing all right things on the paper and still feeling like your life is not yours. That feeling has a name, the window. And here is what the window cost you. And I want you to really hear this because this is the part most people skip over. The window does not feel like a trap. That is what makes it so dangerous. It feels like responsibility. It feels like being realistic. It feels like common sense. I have a family to support. I cannot afford to take risk right now. Maybe when things settle down, I will pursue what I actually want. The kids are young. Now is not the right time. I will sort out finances first and then I'll think about the rest. Do you recognize any of those? Because I said every single one of them. Word to word, to my wife, to myself at 2 a.m. And here's the brutal truth. Those are not reasons. They are symptoms. They are symptoms of one core belief. In order to change your life, you have to blow it up first. You have to quit the job, sell the house, make some massive, irreversible, terrifying leaps before you are allowed to start building what you actually want. I believed that so deeply that I actually did it. I sold the house, I left the career, I relocated my entire family from Canberra to Gold Coast to build this business from scratch. And listen, I do not regret it, not for a second. But I also want to be honest with you. You do not have to do that what I did. That was my path. Part of it were painful. There is no saving buffer when you are starting from zero with 2 kids under 5. There is no fallback when you have made the leap. The pressure is real and it is daily and it is not romantic. You do not need that pressure to start. That brings me to the break. My break is this. The trap is not your job. It is not your mortgage. It is not your kids, your loan, or your circumstances. The trap is the belief that you have to blow up your life before you are allowed to start. You do not. You are just one decision away from completely different life trajectory. Not a big, dramatic, life-altering decision, not a resignation letter, not a leap of faith into the unknown. One small, specific, strategic decision. You start building one asset on the side, right now, with what you already know and what you already have. That is the break. And I know that sounds too simple. Your brain is already looking for the catch. Because the window tells you the simple means naive. That simple means you are missing something. That the window is talking, not reality. Let me show you what I mean. Do you remember the movie Matrix? The Matrix? There is a scene where Morpheus sits across from Neo and hands out 2 pills. Red pill and you wake up, blue pill, you stay asleep. Neo takes the red pill. Everything changes. But here's the thing about that scene that people always miss. Neo was not ready. He was not prepared. He had not done a 5 years plan. He had not saved enough. He had not figured out the perfect moment. He just made one decision. And that decision did not destroy his life. It revealed the life he was already living inside of. That is what building your first asset is. It's not quitting your job. It's not disrupting your family. It is waking up to the fact that right now in 2026, there are tools available to every single person watching this video that makes it possible to build something real, something that generates income, something that is yours on the side in the evenings or weekends, one step at a time. You're living in the matrix right now, not because your life is fake, but because you're surrounded by the story that says AI is your enemy, that technology is going to take what you have, that the future belongs to someone else. That is the blue pill. The red pill is realizing that AI is the most powerful asset building toolkit that ever existed for ordinary people. And you have access to it right now, free or close to it. The question is not whether you can afford to use it. The question is whether you can afford not to. I need to make a distinction now that Taki makes in his video and that I have applied to my own world in a very specific way. There is a difference between content and an asset. Content is a post, a reel, a video. It goes up today, gets some attention today, and by tomorrow it is buried under 10,000s of pieces of content from 10,000 other people. Content is not nothing. It builds awareness, it builds trust, it gives people a reason to pay attention. But content alone will not change your financial situation. An asset will. An asset is something you build once that works for you continuously. A product, a course, a system, a framework, something that can be delivered to one person or 1,000 people without you doing additional work every single time. The reason I'm talking about AI assets specifically is this. AI has made it possible for a person with zero technical background, zero prior audience, or zero startup capital to build a digital product that can solve a real problem, delivers real value, and can be sold for real money. That is new. That did not exist 5 years ago at the level it exists today. The most people are looking at AI through the wrong window. I am handing you the brick. AI is not your threat. AI is your toolkit. Let me tell you what I actually built, because I'm not going to stand here and hand you a framework without showing you what it looks like in practice. I built a product. It's called 7-Day AI Asset Sprint. It is a 7-day program that takes someone who has never used AI for anything more than basic search and walks them step by step through building their first real AI-powered digital asset. Not a vague promise, not 100 hours of content they will never finish. 7 days, one asset per day. The price is $47. And before I even finished building it, before the first module was recorded, I had my first lead. I'm not going to share his name, but he found me on TikTok organically. Not paid ads, no viral moment. He came because the content I was making was pointed at something specific, a break, a belief, a new way. He paid $100 for early access. This is not a $1 million story. I'm not here to tell you that I made 6 figures in my first week. That would be a lie, and I do not do that. But here is what that one lead told me. The market is real. The problem is real. The brick works. I'm also currently working with 2 people in my own life. My friend who came to me because they saw what I was building and said, I want that. Can you help me? They are taking their first step right now. I'm walking alongside them. That is what the brick does. It attracts people who are ready. It repels people who are not. You do not chase clients. You install a belief, and that right people will come to you like a funnel. A brick alone is not a business. A brick is a starting point. What you need is a pathway, a ladder, something that takes a person from I have never heard of you all the way to I want you in my corner. Step 1, the free entry point. I have a free AI masterclass available right now on my Stand Store. It is free. It is available for a limited time. Its job is simple. Introduce you to the concept of AI assets, give you the first real win, and show you what is possible. Step 2, the first paid product. The 7-day AI asset sprint. It's $47 at the moment. 7 days, one real asset built by me from scratch. This is not a gateway to a pitch. It is a complete product. But if you finish it and want to go further, there is a next step. Step 3, Pre-built AI models. For people who want to move faster, who do not want to build from scratch, who want a plug-and-play system they can deploy immediately, I'm building a library of pre-built AI models done for you, tested and ready. And step 4, one-on-one setup. For people who want a hand on their shoulder, who want to sit down, map out their specific situation and get built into the system properly, this is the highest touch option. That is where the transformation is deepest. Every step is a bridge to the next. You do not try to sell everyone the top step on day one. You meet people where they are. You give them the win, and then you invite them to go further. This is how you build a business that serves people rather than chasing them. This is how you stop being on the content treadmill and start building asset that works while you sleep. This is the brick in action. That is it for today. You're not stuck because of your circumstances. You are stuck because of a story, and that story can change with one decision. The free AI Masterclass is linked in the description below. It is free. It will show you exactly what building an AI asset looks like, step by step. Start there. I will see you in the next one. I'm Rahul Gangurde.